What's up, everybody? We got Rampage back here. Today we're going to talk about some engagement, some of the things I've been running into. I know if you guys have been following us, you've seen tons of our engagement content, so that's why we haven't been really harping on it, but that's something really you should do. You should start doing that day one with your puppy, building their focus on you, that kind of stuff. So some of the things I've been noticing, I have been layering in engagement from day one, but I've also been doing a lot of the other things that we've already been showing you, like the walks, letting him do his own thing, letting him explore distractions, the environmentals and all that kind of stuff. And so that has a little bit worked against me, but it's not a big deal. It's not something that I'm super worried about. And it works against me in the sense that, let's say I just did engagement from him. I set up my structure to where he didn't get repetitions of exploring things and checking things out. He's just always focused on me. Like, you're gonna see him be more focused on me, right? And so like engagement and training is gonna come a lot easier. But down the road, you could see issues in the free thinking side of things where he needs to figure out more complex problems when you get into advanced training and whatnot. So I am seeing a little bit of that work against me in the sense that he might engage with me, but then he wants to check out other, what we call competing motivators, distractions and things like that. But that's fine. We can work through that. So we're going to try to show you guys an engagement session here with Rampage. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to call his name, Rampage. Yes, as soon as he looks at me, I move, right? And he gets to chase a piece of food, right? So you can see right here, he gets the food, he goes to check out the ground, he starts sniffing. Ideally, what we want is, yes, he comes right back to us to get another repetition. Rampage, yes. Yes. So all that means is it can mean for your puppy, if you're experiencing this, yes, where you start to engage, they take the treat, but they're going to check back out and not want to check back in. Yes, with you, that could mean that you're not interesting enough for them, right? Now, it could mean like, hey, they legitimately want to check out some other distractors and different things like that. So again, it's not that big of a deal, but how can I change what I'm doing to make myself, yes, more interesting, right? So you'll see me kind of move, give him some misses. I'm going to move quicker. As soon as he gets it here, I'm going to reload and move into another direction. So instead of him getting this reward here and me being stagnant, just reloading myself, this gives him an opportunity to be like, hey, Dad's not really interesting right now. What else is going on, right? Versus, yes, we give him that reward, I reload, I go ahead and move, he's checking things out, but I'm moving, I'm already setting it up for him to pay attention to me. Good boy. Yes, and all we're concerned with right here is eye contact, right? So gives me eye contact, boom, I mark and reward that, right? You can do the same thing when you're starting to teach obedience, right? As you start luring things, yes, once he's doing what you want, mark and reward, same thing, right? So I'm still doing this all on the harness, not introducing any accountability or anything like that. All this is just fun motivation, yes, right? No corrections or anything like that. From the sense of physical, like no physical leash corrections. We're not introducing the remote collar or anything like that, or any kind of collar that goes around his neck right now. There might be corrections in the form of negative punishment, removing a treat, right, if he's not doing what we ask. But at the end of the day, if he's not engaging, we just move on, right? So like this is the benefit of him being my personal dog, right? So if you guys get a puppy to work with or whatnot, you take your time with this stuff. There's no rush. There's no rush to see these training results. There's days where we have really good days, really good sessions, and then there's days that are horrible. He's like, I don't want to engage. You can even see his tendencies to want to like chew on my ankle here. Like, hey, I just want to chew on your shoe. Or like, if you're not engaging, we go back in the X pen, we go back in the kennel, or we're going to go on a walk or something like that, right? But I'm using my management to not allow him to do the behaviors that I don't want him to do. And then when he is engaging with me, I take advantage of that. Rampage, yes. I'll also make some noises like that too, right? So those will come into play later on when we're doing different types of work. Yes, right? We call those just an auditory stimulator, right? So that gets him to pay attention to me, right? So you can do that kind of stuff as well. But this is super easy, right? This is something we recommend that you do day one when you get a puppy or a dog, any dog. You go to the rescue, you get a dog, start doing engagement. This is going to strengthen your bond. This is also giving him, like you can see, you always, as he's coming out, he's uncomfortable with Ben. The more we do this, the more comfortable he'll get. But as I come out and I do engagement, he starts making the association. Oh, Ben's here, right? With the tripod and the camera and all that stuff. We're about to play some engagement stuff. Yes. Come on, buddy. But some other things that you can do if you're noticing, if you're having some of the troubles that I am as far as dealing with distractions or competing motivators, other factors would be like find an isolation room. So if you got a bedroom or an office or a garage, some place where there's not a lot going on. There's not really opportunities for him to do this and check things out. Hey, what's going on? Or there's some birds over here, or there's some noises in the woods or whatever. Just a blank room with nothing in it. You could see some quicker results because there's less for him to pay attention to. And then you build those reps of him paying attention to you, then take it outside and kind of proof it from there. For me, I'm just taking it nice and slow. Some sessions are good, some sessions aren't. The ones that aren't, I just put a stop to them and we go do something else, right? So this is engagement. Like I said, you guys check out our content. We do tons of engagement stuff, but this is engagement with Rampage and some of the things that we've been dealing with specifically with him. But thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.